Alright guys, we have game one of the finals about to start. Down to Frag versus Cognitive Gaming in the blue. We are going to have Down to Frag Aurora in the jungle on Odin. We're going to have Rambozo playing middle Zeus. We're going to have Failure by Design on Neath in that dual lane, supported by Sun Wukong, played by Miniparn, and rounding it off, that afro that Shadow Boy loves, Snoopy's Little Cupid in the soul lane.
And over in the red jerseys, we have Cognitive Gaming. If you aren't familiar with them, you have not been watching the Saturday tournaments. On the lineup, we have Barracuda playing AMC. We have MLC Stealth playing Poseidon in the mid role. We have Dare to Care playing Bacchus in the support role. We have Anister playing Thanatos in the jungle. And we have Omegatron, a.k.a. Omega, a.k.a. I Can Has Omega Please, in the soul lane playing Gear.
MLC Omega is also another alias of Omega.
Yes, he has many aliases.
Name changing every week, but let's see. We're not going to see a Hunter Bow start here. We're going to see a Heartseeker from both ADCs. Both of these gods are very good at clearing lanes, so they really don't need the extra damage coming out from those Hunter Bows. They want to start that stacking early and get more damage.
Yeah, I definitely want to go ahead and try and get an early start onto a lot of damaging items. And you know, one thing interesting to note here is actually going to be Vitir is electing to go outright for a sustaining build with a Stone of Gaia. I've seen some people who up against a character like Aphrodite who were like, you know what, all or nothing, and elect to go for something like Heartseeker or Death Toll with a couple of actives and a lot of pots. So it's really interesting to see that Omega's actually going to go ahead and just try and just out-sustain her.
Yeah, and we actually have a little bit of a different start here. They three-manned mid-harpies and then went to blue. They actually have left that red up here. You see it just chilling there. Nice.
And actually, Bacchus is going to get very low here. As Neath is going to go ahead and try and pluck him down a little bit. AMC as well. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and just elect to disengage here. But a good start up here by the goal lane to try and put a lot of pressure on.
Yeah, but they didn't steal the buff, and that's going to give Barracuda and Dare to Care that extra half a level lead, which made them level 2 there, as you saw, you know, Failure by Design just hitting 2. Very unfortunate, though, coming out that they weren't able to steal it, but we do have Bacchus taking a lot of poke. He needs to be careful.
Yeah, meanwhile, over in the soul lane, Anister is actually the one who's very low here, as both Aphrodite and Odin are going to go ahead and do the red buff. Aphrodite being that nice little pocket medic I was telling you about, and giving her Odin just that little bit of extra healing to make sure that he gets out of this camp relatively well off.
Yeah, we do have this dual lane on the left getting forced out, though. Barracuda once again getting very low. Had to be careful there. Had to, you know, run away from Miniparn, who hit a nice stun on him. And Dare to Care once again getting very low, taking a lot of archer damage. This dual lane is going in favor of Down to Frag right now. But over here we see Anister getting chased out by Aurora. They're looking to secure these right harpies, I believe, and I think we're going to be passive until they spawn.
Yeah, it looks like right now what they're electing to do is just split the harpies. So Poseidon and Thanatos actually are going to go for the left side. Meanwhile, Zeus and Odin are going to safely secure the right side. But if the members of Cognitive don't get over soon, it looks like, yes, Sun Wukong is actually able to take both of them. I don't know why exactly he went towards the members of Cognitive Gaming, but he was able to draw out a Poseidon ultimate. So that's a nice little relief for the Zeus in mid lane.
Yeah, so I'm actually a little confused by that. MLC stealth through, but we do have a dive in the middle. Aurora is going to cage into Anister, and that's that Zeus combo. Anister has nothing. First blood in the way. Aurora might fall, though. We do see a stun onto Rambozo, and a stun out by MLC Stealth. Excuse me, Miniparn stunning out MLC Stealth. 2 for 1 as Stealth gets a little greedy, trying to chase Aurora. You see him there sitting at virtually no health, and 2 for 0 exchange in the way of Down to Frag. Very nice play, securing both the mid harpies, first blood, and a second kill on that mid lane.
And you gotta wonder what MLC Stealth is, what's going through his head right now as he's saying, I wonder if I had that Poseidon.
Dare to Care, though, in middle, getting dove. Miniparn looking to finish him off. He does with that somersault cloud, though. No one there to rotate in time, as Anister is trying to, however. Not going to get there in time, though.
Yeah, so definitely a very good start for the members of Down to Frag, getting 3 kills off the gate, now pushing their lead up to 1,500. So they're definitely trying to make full usage of that first blood they got and then make it into a lot more here.
And yes, chat, the cripple on Poseidon's Whirlpool has a little bit delay, and I honestly thought he had crippled him in time. I guess the tick of damage just didn't go off there. The delay just a little too long, and that's the reason that Minipern was able to escape, and they were able to turn that into a 2-for-0 exchange. Bacchus, though, looking for a kill on failure. Not gonna stun, but the backflip's gonna cancel it out.
And actually, a failed gank attempt by Anister onto this Aphrodite here under tower. They put out a lot of damage on her, but again, Aphrodite, she just backed him off and then went about her business, just healing off like nothing had happened.
Yeah, Minipern, though, looking for a kill on left. Barracuda gets stunned out by the knee ult and the Minipern 72 transformations. Nice root through the rock. Backflip, not enough damage to kill, but Minipern's going to finish him off with an auto attack there. Great play coming out from this dual lane, able to not only stop the steal, but Aurora is jumping over this wall. He wants blood. He's chasing him. Stealth. Stealth is going to back out safely there, though.
Yeah, they're playing really aggressive here. I mean, you can just see them right now taking the blue buff of Barracuda here, really denying the AMC the ability to keep up in lane with this now very well-off Neat by stealing the blue and actually giving it over to the Zeus, I believe.
Yes, it did go to Zeus there. Probably just needs a little more mana to outpush that Poseidon, but MLC still taking these back harpies, just looking for the safe farm, and this is something that people need to do. Take advice from MLC Stealth here. If you're behind, if you're getting zoned, if you don't feel safe about getting farm, just simply take the back harpies. Take farm that's easily and free available.
Yeah, that's definitely good advice. One thing I'd like to point out here is this Doom Orb that is now going to be started on the Aphrodite here, and that does 2 things. One, that allows her to start to really ramp up the damage as well as her healing capabilities. But 2, that also gives her a lot of MP5 to keep her in lane even longer, especially after her blue buff was just stolen by the Thanatos while she was in lane occupied. And now we're actually going to see a slight gather up here for these right harpies as 4 members of Down to Frag are already ready, and they're going to go ahead and initiate on the Bacchus here, who's going to have 3 charges on him. He's going to be stunned here, a lot of damage coming out on him, and they separated just in time before the chain lightning could do any more harm to them. And right camps are going to easily fall in the way of Down to Frag.
We're going to jump on a Barracuda, get the slow. Is the ult available? Neathult is going to hit him, and he is caged in as the Kraken does go on to Rambozo. I don't think there's much he can do. A great play by Barracuda, hunting through the wall, and he is going to get out maybe. A great stun coming in from Anders. They're going to stun out Minipern and Aurora. Aurora trying to stay alive. Excuse me, Minipern's trying to stay alive. Going to try to chase down Anders here. Gets silenced, runs back into MLC Stealth. The Whirlpool is ticking. Will he have enough damage? Gets knocked away. Does not have enough mana. He's going to look for the kill, and he's going to get it on an Anister. Going to trade his life, though, as Dare rotates in with an Intoxicate. The fights continue. MLC Stealth has no mana. Going to chase out Aurora. Meanwhile, in the left lane, we actually saw Omega use his Lawless. Not going to do anything, though, to Neath as she backflips away. The auto attacks are real. I don't think either of these players have any mana, and Aurora's going to walk out safely there. But I believe it was a 2-for-2 as Rambozo blinks in. Gonna look for a blood. Gonna stun out Dare there. His ultimate is not available. It was, but I guess he thought he wasn't going to do enough damage.
Meanwhile, the whole time, Aphrodite is playing her own little RPG over here, and she could potentially get the first tower of the game, and yes, indeed she will. First tower of the game going in favor of Down to Frag, now shooting the gold lead up to 2.5k.
Yeah, 4K experience lead. This is really big. I think it's most notably right now sitting on Dare to Care 2 levels behind. He only has just finished Midas Boost. He does have Shell level 1, but Minipern is securing a lot of kills, sitting at 4-1, and that's actually probably the biggest downside to the lead that Down to Frag has, is that it's all on the support at this point.
The one saving grace, if you are, and actually Anister will fall down to the Zeus, who did a pretty good job with his ultimate. able to get the 3 charges onto Thanatos relatively easily. But the one saving grace you have is that it's a bruiser support, so he's going to do damage. That is the one saving grace you have there. But again, as you said, it's a support. And Bacchus is actually going to ultimate here, and the Kraken is going to come out and take out both members of Down to Frag. Now there will be a dead Zeus and a dead Sun Wukong.
Yeah. Wow, that is a great turnaround, and they're going for gold here. Aurora is rotating in. I don't know if they can secure this because Bacchus is sitting only at Hog 1. Aurora's going to come in. Nothing Dare to Care could do. Actually, he's going to jump out. Have the Mana Barracuda now caught in this cage. MLC Stealth going to Whirlpool, and Anderson going to come down and actually get rooted by failure there. Great play coming out now. Afro is also in the area. I think they're going to back off on this gold. They tried to sneak it. The rotations came in, and they just couldn't finish it off.
Yeah, once the battery pack came in, there was no taking that. But now it looks like they're gonna go ahead and try and take this blue buff actually and deny Barracuda that, and they will successfully take it and give that over to the Neath now. So all around, very good engagement by Cognitive, and very good disengagement after they nearly got caught out at the Gold Fury.
Yeah, and we have Stone of Gaia now finished on Omegatron. This item is actually getting a buff next patch, but it's already very strong. For those who don't know, this is a quote by ShadowQ, I believe. Maybe not a direct quote, but a close enough one. If a fight lasts more than 30 seconds, Gaia is the best item in the game because it gives you 2% of your health back every 5 seconds, in addition to, I believe, 25 HP 5. It is, I just checked, 25 HP 5. So it's very good in extended engagements, and Tyr is one of the best gods at lasting in fights.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he has so much mobility and so much just natural sustain built into himself already, so he offers a lot here. Odin is going to be in the area here. He does indeed have full blink. He does indeed have his ultimate ready. So at this mid-harpies, we could very well see a very good engagement here, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and just let him go. They know the dangers of messing with Odin Zeus combo, and they don't feel comfortable dealing with it. Poseidon has combat blink, but it might already be down. I'm not sure on that one. Meanwhile, Odin is going to go ahead and try and go in. The battery pack is here, and here tries to go ahead and do some damage, but he's going to miss. Now they're going to go ahead and turn their attention, and it looks like everyone's just going to kind of disengage here. Thanatos is going to go up in the air to avoid any more damage and also to disengage himself. So now everyone's going to be content with just leaving that battle and kind of just awkwardly standing around like, what you gonna do?
Rainbows is gonna get stunned out and into a knockup directly into Kraken. Does he have enough to survive? He does. The heal comes out. Tyr is going to try and dive him. Honey's not gonna be enough, but the stinger is going to be juked. Great play by Rambozo there. Now we see the continued fight happening in the front line. Aurora, a great root once again coming out. Barracuda very low, and the Zeus ultimate is going to put Omega and Barra in a bad spot. That's a 2-for-0 exchange. Pennyburn, tanking tower, great stun, and Anister's going to fall. 3-for-0 exchange and a middle tower. They're probably going to rotate for gold here, only losing Minipern in the process. No, they're going for 2 towers.
I'm telling you, the battery pack is real. The battery pack is so real. We saw Zeus come out of that fight with nearly a little bit under a fourth of his health. Then all of a sudden, Aphrodite comes over and he's back up to about 3/4 of his health. More than enough health to feel comfortable enough to come up with his ultimate, and now they're going to go ahead and start harassing this Bacchus now. And they're going to go ahead and disengage here, and it doesn't look like they're going to pick up the Gold Fury or any of the enemy buffs. They're just going to go ahead and just back by and really start to build up into those key items.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong here. Everyone on Down to Frag is playing amazingly right now, but Minipern is hitting stuns perfectly timed. Perfectly stunning out people that need to be stunned out when Chain CC is ready to follow up or right after another CC has ended. So shoutouts to him right now for playing an amazing game. But the game is not over yet. 5,400 gold lead, 6,600 experience lead. Down to Frag's looking very good here. And like you said, the battery pack coming into play, saving Zeus. They're allowing him to continue that fight, but Cognitive's going to start this gold tier. It's already low. Hog 1 only available. Dare to Care is going to get blown up. The Kraken is going to go on Minipurd. Minipurd is going to hog and secure it, though. Dare to Care going to fall to Neath there in the back. We actually see Anister in the air as Barracuda falls. He's going to land back down. Kraken is not available anymore. We're actually going to see